Hello everyone, welcome to today's presentation. We're going to explore some fascinating data about language and communication, focusing on the digital SAT questions in 2026. On this first slide, you'll see a table comparing different languages, their spoken rates, and information rates. We'll examine how two languages can transmit similar amounts of information even if they are spoken at different speeds. Throughout this presentation, we'll analyze these patterns and discuss what they mean for language efficiency and communication. Let's get started. Now, let's look at some interesting data about language and information rate. Even though Spanish is spoken at a much higher rate, about 7.7 syllables per second, compared to Vietnamese, which is around 5.3 syllables per second, both languages actually transmit information at very similar rates. Specifically, Spanish conveys about 42 bits per second, while Vietnamese is close behind at 42.5 bits per second. This highlights an important point. The speed of speech doesn't necessarily equate to the amount of information being transmitted. It's a reminder that different languages can communicate the same amount of information in different ways, which ties into our overall theme of how communication efficiency varies across languages and modalities. Let's take a closer look at the function of the underlined sentence. It asks, what is the function of the underlined sentence? This is a question that prompts us to analyze the purpose of that specific part of the text. In this case, the underlined sentence provides background information about JFW des Barres and his work. So, its main function is to introduce the main topic, which is the creation of detailed maritime maps in the 1760s. By doing this, it sets the stage for understanding the significance of his maps and their lasting impact. This helps us see how the historical context connects to the overall theme of navigation and map-making. It's a good example of how background details can introduce and support the main subject of a discussion. When we say that des Barres' work was used by sailors for over a century, what we're really highlighting is the remarkable durability and reliability of his maps. This long period of use shows that his charts weren't just accurate for a brief time. They stood the test of time and continued to be valuable for generations of navigators. It emphasizes the enduring impact of his contributions to navigation and map-making. This longevity also underscores the overall theme of how precision and trust in cartography can influence exploration and safety at sea over many years. In 2014, researchers found that bees infected with a certain fungus were more likely to exhibit symptoms of colony collapse disorder. The study's findings suggest that the fungus may be a contributing factor to the decline of honeybee populations. However, the researchers noted that other environmental factors also play a role. This highlights how complex the issue really is, and it emphasizes the importance of considering multiple influences when addressing bee decline. Understanding these various factors is crucial as we look for effective solutions to support bee health and the overall health of our ecosystems. Now, let's look at why "furthermore" is the most logical transition here. This word helps us see that the second sentence isn't just an unrelated point. Instead, it adds to what we just discussed. It provides an additional, related conclusion that deepens our understanding of the findings from the first sentence. Using "furthermore" helps us see the connection between the ideas clearly, making the overall argument more cohesive. This transition is especially useful because it emphasizes the continuation and expansion of the initial thought, which is key to maintaining a smooth flow in our presentation. Ultimately, it reinforces the overall theme by showing how each point builds on the previous one. Let's take a closer look at Persepolis, the ceremonial capital of the Achaemenid Empire. It was founded by Darius I, and this city truly reflects the grandeur of Persian civilization. Darius commissioned magnificent palaces and detailed reliefs, which showcase the artistic and architectural achievements of the time. These structures weren't just for show, they symbolized the empire's power and cultural sophistication. Even though Persepolis was destroyed by Alexander the Great around 330 BCE, its ruins still give us valuable insights into Persian architecture and craftsmanship. The destruction marked a significant end to the Achaemenid Empire's prominence, but the remains continue to tell a story of an impressive and powerful civilization. So, in essence, Persepolis stands as a lasting testament to the grandeur and achievements of the Persian Empire. The final sentence really underscores the enduring significance of these ruins. It emphasizes that they are a testament to the power and artistry of the empire. This means that even today, these structures stand as a powerful reminder of what the empire was capable of achieving. It aligns perfectly with the overall idea that these ruins give us valuable insights into their accomplishments. They are not just remnants of the past, but living proof of their strength, creativity, and cultural sophistication. So, when we look at these ruins, we're essentially witnessing a legacy that continues to speak to us across centuries. Let's take a closer look at the relationship between the Iliad and the Odyssey. Both of these works were written in the 8th century BCE, making them ancient texts that have stood the test of time. They are considered the most influential works in Western literature, shaping countless stories and ideas that followed. The Iliad focuses on a major event, the Trojan War, offering a detailed look at the conflict, heroes, and gods involved. In contrast, the Odyssey centers around an individual, Odysseus, and his long, adventurous journey home after the war. Both of these epic poems were composed by the ancient Greek poet Homer. This connection is crucial because it highlights Homer's incredible influence in shaping Greek culture and storytelling. So, when we ask which choice best describes their relationship, the key point is that Homer is credited with creating these two foundational works that explore different themes, one epic event and one personal journey. Yet both are intertwined by their authorship and cultural significance. So here we see an interesting contrast between the Iliad and the Odyssey. The Iliad primarily focuses on a major historical event, which is the Trojan War. It delves into the grand scale of the conflict, the battles, and the gods' involvement. On the other hand, the Odyssey shifts focus to the adventures of a single individual, Odysseus. It's more about his personal journey, his encounters, and the challenges he faces trying to return home. This difference highlights how these two epic poems approach storytelling, one on a broad, historical level, and the other through a more personal, character-driven lens. It's a great example of how ancient stories can explore both collective history and individual heroism. Charles Frederick Worth, often called the father of haute couture, truly revolutionized the fashion world. He was the first designer to use live models on the runway, which allowed clients to see how clothes looked in motion. He also popularized the use of labels, helping to establish brand identity and exclusivity. Worth's innovations helped transform fashion from simple clothing into a genuine art form, elevating it to a level of craftsmanship and creativity that continues to influence us today. His work laid the foundation for modern high fashion, making him a pivotal figure in the history of style. And that brings us to choice D, which is correct because it reflects the broader impact we've been discussing, transforming fashion into an art form. This choice captures the idea that fashion isn't just about clothing, but about expressing creativity, pushing boundaries, and inspiring others. It highlights how fashion can be a powerful form of artistic expression, shaping culture and influencing society. So, by choosing this, we're emphasizing the importance of innovation and artistry in the fashion industry, aligning perfectly with the overall message of our presentation.